Good morning, good people. Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are sitting on something special. I mean it. Right now, as you sit here, there is a gift inside of you that's been waiting to come out. But here's the problem. Too many people are walking around acting like they don't have greatness in them, acting like success is for other people. That ain't true. Success is for you. But let me tell you something. You don't get there by dreaming alone. You got to set achievable goals and go after them like your life depends on it, because guess what? It does. Step one, stop talking, start moving. Everybody got a dream. Everybody got a vision board. Everybody talks about what they're going to do. But you know what separates winners from everybody else? Winners move. They stop waiting for the perfect moment. They stop making excuses. They get up and get to work. Let me break it down for you. If you want to lose weight, stop waiting for Monday. If you want a new job, start applying today. If you want to start that business, start with what you got right now. A goal without action is just a wish, and wishes ain't ever paid nobody's bills. Step two, write it down. Speak it out. You got to write your goals down, not just think about them, write them down, because when you write it, you make it real. And then you got to do something even crazier. You got to speak it into existence. I'm serious. Wake up every morning and say, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to get that promotion. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to start this business. Your words have power. See, a lot of y'all keep talking about what you can't do, what's too hard, what never works out. Well, that's exactly why you're stuck. Change the way you speak and you'll change the way you live. Step three, fail fast, get up faster. Listen, you will fail. That's a guarantee. But failure ain't the problem. Staying down is. You ever seen a baby learn to walk? They fall over and over again, but they never say, well, I guess walking ain't for me. No. They get back up, and before you know it, they're running all over the place. That's how life works. You're going to mess up. You're going to have setbacks. People are going to tell you no, but every single setback is just a setup for something bigger. You got to push through it. Step four, surround yourself with the right people. Look, everybody ain't meant to go with you on this journey. You can't expect to reach $1 million mindset hanging around folks with a $5 vision. Some people in your life are holding you back, always negative, always complaining, always making excuses. You got to ask yourself, are they pushing me forward or pulling me down? If they're pulling you down, you better cut that rope. Step five, stay in faith and stay in the game. I don't care how bad it looks. If you stay in the game, you still got a shot. Life will throw everything at you. It'll test you. It'll break you. It'll make you want to quit. But hear me when I tell you, if you just hold on a little longer, your breakthrough is coming. You got potential. You got talent. You got dreams that were placed in your heart for a reason. The only thing left to do now, go get it. So I'll leave you with this. No more waiting, no more doubting, no more talking about it. It's time to unlock your potential and make your goals happen. Let's go. Stop talking, start moving. Action separates winners from dreamers. Success isn't for the people who just sit around thinking about it. It's for the ones who get up and do something. Too many people have big dreams, but no movement. They talk about what they want, what they're going to do, how they have this big plan, but then you look up 5 years later and they're still in the same place. That's because talking about something and actually doing it are two very different things. The difference between winners and everybody else is simple. Winners move. Winners take action. Even when they don't feel like it, even when they don't know exactly how things will work out, they step forward, and in doing so, they create opportunities for themselves that would have never appeared if they had just stayed still. People wait for the perfect moment, as if success is going to knock on their door when all the conditions are right. They tell themselves they'll start their business when they have more money. They'll work on their health when life slows down. They'll chase that dream when the time is just right. But let me tell you something, there is no perfect moment. The right time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Waiting does nothing but steal time from you. Every day you hesitate is another day you could have been closer to where you want to be. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones with the most talent, the most resources, or the best connections. They are the ones who simply got up and started moving. Action breeds opportunity. When you take a step, even a small one, things start shifting. You start learning, you start meeting the right people, and you start figuring things out along the way. Most people think they need to have everything figured out before they begin. That's a lie. Nobody starts with all the answers. The people who make it to the top learn as they go, adjust when needed, and keep pushing forward no matter what. If you wait until you feel fully ready, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, you become ready by taking action. Excuses will always be there, ready to hold you back. I'm too tired. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right skills. I don't have the connections. The list goes on and on. But while you're busy making excuses, someone else with fewer resources, less knowledge, and more obstacles is out there making it happen. Success doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your fears. It rewards action. The people who win aren't the ones who never had struggles. They're the ones who didn't let struggles stop them. People talk about wanting to lose weight, but they won't start exercising today. They say they want a better job, but they won't apply for new opportunities. They say they want to be successful, but they spend more time watching TV than working on their goals. The truth hurts, but it's simple. If you really want something, your actions will show it. If you aren't taking steps towards it, then deep down, you don't want it bad enough. You either make progress or you make excuses. You can't do both. There are people out there with less talent than you, less education than you, less experience than you, but they're winning because they took action. You might be smarter, more skilled, and more capable than them, but none of that matters if you don't move. Sitting around thinking about success isn't the same as working towards it. Hoping and wishing won't get you there. The only thing that will is action. People say, I'm waiting for motivation. That's another lie. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. If you rely on motivation to get started, you'll never start. The truth is, action creates motivation, not the other way around. The more you do, the more driven you feel. The first day in the gym is hard, but after a few days, you start feeling stronger, and suddenly, you're motivated to keep going. The same goes for any goal. You have to push yourself at the beginning, even when you don't feel like it. Over time, the results will give you the motivation you need to keep going. Some people don't start because they're scared. They're afraid of failure, afraid of what people will say, afraid of stepping outside their comfort zone. Fear is normal, but letting it control you is a choice. Successful people feel fear just like everybody else, but they don't let it stop them. They act despite it. The only way to overcome fear is to do the thing you're scared of. The more you take action, the less power fear has over you. Success is a game of consistency. It's not about making one big move. It's about making small moves every single day. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Too many people start something, get excited for a week, and then quit because they don't see results fast enough. That's not how success works. The people who make it are the ones who stay in the game. They put in the work day after day, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you start small. A small step is still a step. If you can only save $5 a week, save $5. If you can only do 10 minutes of exercise, do 10 minutes. If you can only spend 30 minutes a day working on your business, do it. Small actions done consistently add up over time. The key is to start. You don't have to take massive action right away. Just take action. The moment you decide to move, things will start changing for you. Doors will open that you never even knew existed. People will start noticing your efforts. You'll start feeling more confident. But none of this happens if you just sit there. You have to stop overthinking, Stop doubting and stop waiting. Success is waiting for you, but you have to be willing to go after it. Write it down, speak it out. Your words and written goals have power. Success starts in the mind before it ever shows up in reality. Most people think that if they just work hard, everything will fall into place, but that's not entirely true. Hard work is necessary, but it's not enough on its own. You have to train your mind for success before success can happen. That means writing your goals down and speaking them into existence every single day. Your words and thoughts have power, more than you even realize. What you focus on, you attract. What you speak out loud becomes real. If you walk around saying, I'll never make it, this is too hard, nothing ever works for me, then guess what? That's exactly what's going to happen. But if you wake up every morning and say, I am successful, I am capable, I will achieve my goals, then you start shifting your mindset to align with the future you want. Most people never write their goals down. They have ideas in their head, things they want to do, dreams they hope to accomplish, but they never take the time to put them on paper. And that's exactly why their dreams stay dreams. There's something powerful about physically writing your goals. It takes an idea that's floating around in your mind and makes it real. It turns it into something you can see, something you can hold, something that reminds you every single day of what you're working toward. A goal that's written down is a goal that has weight to it. It's a commitment. When you write your goals, don't just be vague. Don't just say, I want to be successful, or I want to make more money. That's not specific enough. You have to write down exactly what you want. I want to start my own business by the end of this year. I want to lose 30 pounds in the next 6 months. I want to increase my income by $50,000 this year. When you make your goals clear and measurable, you give yourself a target to hit. If you don't know exactly what you're aiming for, how will you ever know if you're making progress? How will you even know when you've achieved it? Writing your goals is just the first step. The next step is speaking them out loud every single day. A lot of people think this is silly. They think it's just some kind of self-help nonsense, but it's not. The most successful people in the world use this technique because they understand how powerful it is. When you speak something out loud, it starts programming your brain to believe it's true. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. If you keep telling yourself, I am a successful business owner, even before you actually are one, your brain starts accepting that as reality. And when your brain believes it, your actions start aligning with that belief. Most people do the exact opposite. They speak negativity over their lives every day without even realizing it. They say things like, I'm so broke, I'll never get ahead. I'm not smart enough. I don't have what it takes. And then they wonder why they stay stuck. If all you do is speak limitations over yourself, how can you ever expect to break free from them? You are literally creating your own reality with your words. You have to be intentional about what you say. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror and declare your goals out loud. Say them with confidence, even if you don't fully believe them yet. I am successful. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am confident. I achieve everything I set my mind to. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but that's just because it's unfamiliar. The more you do it, the more natural it will feel. And over time, you'll start seeing changes, not just in your mindset, but in your actual life. Some of the most successful people in the world credit this technique for helping them achieve their dreams. Athletes use it before big games. Business owners use it before making big deals. Celebrities use it before stepping on stage. Why? Because your words shape your reality. If you speak success, you attract success. If you speak failure, you attract failure. Another reason this works is because when you speak your goals out loud, you hold yourself accountable. It's easy to ignore a thought in your head, but it's much harder to ignore something you say out loud every day. It keeps your goals at the front of your mind, keeps you focused. It reminds you of what you're working toward. Some people will hear this and think, that sounds nice, but I just don't think it's going to work for me. That's exactly the kind of thinking that keeps people stuck. The truth is, you don't have to believe it right away. You just have to start. You just have to do it consistently. Over time, your mindset will shift, your confidence will grow, and you'll start seeing results. But it won't happen if you don't take that first step. You also have to be careful about the words of the people around you. It's not just what you say that matters, it's what you listen to. If you surround yourself with people who constantly doubt you, criticize you, and fill your head with negativity, it's going to be much harder to stay focused on your goals. You need to be around people who lift you up, who believe in you, who encourage you to keep pushing forward. And if you don't have those people in your life, then you need to become your own biggest cheerleader. Speak positivity over yourself, even if no one else is doing it. Your words are a blueprint for your future. If you keep saying, I'm never going to get out of this situation, then that's exactly what will happen. If you say, I'm going to change my life and achieve my dreams, then your brain starts looking for ways to make that happen. It's not magic, it's mindset. When you change the way you speak, you change the way you think. When you change the way you think, you change the way you act. And when you change the way you act, you change your entire life. Fail fast, get up faster. Setbacks are setups for comebacks. Failure is one of the biggest fears people have, and it's also one of the biggest reasons why people never start. They don't want to fail. They don't want to look bad. They don't want to mess up, so they stay where they are. The problem with that kind of thinking is that failure isn't the enemy. In fact, failure is the best teacher you will ever have. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who fail, learn, adjust, and keep going. Every single successful person has failed more times than they can count, but the difference is they never let failure stop them. They fail fast and get up faster. They don't dwell on mistakes. They don't sit around feeling sorry for themselves. They take the lesson, apply it, and move forward. Too many people think that failure means they aren't good enough. That's not true. Failure means you are in the process of getting better. Every mistake you make is bringing you one step closer to where you need to be. The only real failure is quitting. As long as you get back up and keep going, you are still in the game. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that failure is final. It's not. It's just a step. It's just part of the process. Every time you fail, you are learning something new. You are figuring out what doesn't work so you can find what does. The faster you fail, the faster you succeed. That might sound strange, but it's true. When you're afraid of failure, you hesitate, you overthink, you spend too much time trying to make things perfect before you even start. But perfection is impossible. No matter how much you prepare, you will still make mistakes. The difference is the people who fail fast don't let that slow them down. They take action, make mistakes, fix them, and keep moving. That's why they get ahead. They learn through experience instead of waiting for the perfect plan. Think about how babies learn to walk. They don't sit there planning out every step, making sure they have the perfect technique before they try. No, they stand up, fall down, get back up, and keep trying until they figure it out. They don't care how many times they fall. They don't get embarrassed. They don't worry about what people think. They just keep going. That's exactly how success works. You have to be willing to fall, to make mistakes, to look foolish, because that's how you grow. The problem is, as we get older, we start caring too much about what people think. We start worrying about looking stupid, about people judging us, about failing in front of others. But here's the truth. Most people aren't even paying attention to you. They're too busy worrying about their own problems. And the ones who do judge, they're usually the ones who aren't doing anything themselves. Successful people don't laugh at failure because they know what it takes to win. The only people who make fun of others for trying are the ones who are too scared to try themselves. Failure teaches you what school never could. You can read all the books, take all the classes, watch all the videos, but nothing will teach you better than experience. You don't truly understand how to do something until you actually do it. And when you do it, you will mess up. That's part of the process. But every mistake is making you sharper, stronger, and smarter. Every failure is giving you the knowledge you need to win. People who are scared to fail usually end up stuck. They don't take risks. They don't go after big opportunities. They don't push themselves outside of their comfort zone. They play it safe. And because of that, they never grow. You can't win at something you never start. You can't improve at something you never try. Playing it safe might keep you from failing, but it also keeps you from winning. The only way to truly succeed is to be willing to fail. The faster you accept failure as part of the process, the faster you will move forward. If you try something and it doesn't work, don't waste time feeling bad about it. Don't sit in disappointment. Don't beat yourself up. Don't overanalyze what went wrong for weeks. Take 5 minutes, feel what you need to feel, and then figure out your next move. The faster you recover, the faster you succeed. Most people see failure as a stop sign. They think one failure means they weren't meant to do something, that they should just give up. But successful people see failure as a lesson. They don't ask, why did this happen to me? They ask, what can I learn from this? That's the difference. It's all about mindset. If you see failure as the end, then it will be. But if you see failure as just another step in the journey, then nothing can stop you. Think about all the people who failed before they succeeded. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah was fired from her first job as a news anchor. Walt Disney was told he had no creativity. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. These are people who had every reason to quit. Every reason to believe they weren't good enough, but they didn't. They kept going, kept learning, kept pushing, and because of that, they changed the world. If they had let failure stop them, we wouldn't even know their names today. The real test is how you handle failure. Do you let it break you or do you let it build you? Do you give up or do you get back up stronger? The choice is yours. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you success. You have to be willing to go through the ups and downs, the setbacks and comebacks, the failures and victories. That's what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Some of the greatest breakthroughs happen right after failure. Sometimes the thing that goes wrong is actually leading you to something better. You might lose a job only to find a better opportunity. You might fail at one business idea only to come up with a better one. You might experience rejection only to find the right door opening later. The only way to see those opportunities is to keep going. If you stop at failure, you miss what's on the other side. People think success is about never making mistakes. It's not. Success is about resilience. It's about how many times you can get knocked down and still get back up. It's about how many times you can fail and still keep moving forward. The road to success is filled with failure, but if you stay on the path, you will get there.